The one silver lining in the colossal collapse of Democratic leadership and the government shutdown reopening is that we will get the 218th signature on the discharge petition for the Epstein files. And we're seeing all kinds of stuff about Ghislaine Maxwell, but there are a couple that I really want to bring to your attention. We see that Jamie Raskin writes a letter to the Judiciary Democrats and says they have obtained documents and whistleblower information that Maxwell is receiving special favors at the prison camp, benefits unavailable to other inmates. Raskin letter said Maxwell has received customized meals personally delivered to her cell, after hours time in private exercise area, and access to a service puppy. Raskin said Maxwell also afforded private meetings with visitors arranged by the warden, complete with snacks. The guests were allowed to bring computers, which Raskin described as an unprecedented action that risked Maxwell having unmonitored communications with the outside world. Also, Julie Brown, who has been on this podcast from the Miami Herald, has reported that the warden at this prison is helping Ghislaine Maxwell with her computation application for President Trump because he is, quote, tired of being her bitch. So I ask you, what other president in your lifetime or in history has taken a convicted sex trafficker and perjurer, sent her to the cushiest prison, given her access to a puppy and special meals? No one but Kanks, because as we all know, Kanks is cankles deep in the Epstein files. And Mike Johnson, despite being an impotent leader and the most worthless human on the planet, has said he will swear in the representative from Arizona. Now, the House of Representatives has been sent home for district weeks until next week. So we'll see when this happens. We'll see what kind of bullshit that he comes up with between now and then. But at least that part of the government shutdown, we have good news coming instead of the colossal collapse of Democratic leadership. And one thing we keep hearing about is that right now food prices are soaring, which we know is true, but we're also hearing that we're in recession level hunger. And so a girl on TikTok, and let me get her name correctly, Blanca Alina is what she goes by on TikTok. She created a 7-minute video. We can't show you the whole thing, but of her calling around to different religious institutions, asking for help to feed her infant child, asking for formula. And so I'll just play you the first few minutes, and I think you'll get the idea of what she found.
I don't really have any resources to do that right now. The account where I have to give to community members.
No, we don't help with formula at all. Have you talked to anybody like at CCC?
Yeah, I've been calling everywhere all day.
Oh, okay. We are a small church, and as a result, we have limited funds, and so we tend to help those that are part of the church or come to the church. We're going to be there.
Because there's people that are right around you, local.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
And if you're seeing the video, she's showing the page on the website of each church she's calling. And then Seth, if you'll put up what her calls yielded. So a woman on TikTok called churches asking for help feeding her 9-month-old baby. Mosques, 100% offered help. Buddhist temples, 100% offered help. Christian churches, 27% offered help. Only 9 of 33 Christian churches said yes, and all were predominantly Black churches. Love thy neighbor depends on the pew. I cannot tell you how not surprised I am. This is not shocking. This is not stunning. While the evangelical white Christians demonize poor people, and they go on and on about how they're lazy and they need to get jobs, completely ignoring the fact that billionaires and billionaires corporations get all kinds of tax breaks, but yet don't pay their employees a livable wage. So, of course, they miss that. But while they're demonizing that, and while we have hunger in the United States of America, they don't give a shit. It doesn't surprise me at all. It's unbelievable to me that these entitled, judgmental assholes sit and judge poor people when their leader, both politically and on the pulpit, are grifters, corrupt as fuck, make money off of their earnings, and yet they will not help somebody that has a 9-month-old baby. It's not shocking at all, but it's something I wanted to bring to your attention. And then, of course, dear leader, this is what he does today. He is fighting to never have to pay SNAP benefits because he doesn't give a shit about helping people. He doesn't give a shit about poor people. The Washington Post reports the Trump administration on Monday said it still wants the Supreme Court to block lower court decisions requiring it to pay full food assistance benefits to about 42 million Americans who rely on the nation's largest anti-hunger program. Can you fucking imagine being so rotten and craven in your soul and in your heart that you want people to be hungry? Now, in Oklahoma, I can imagine that because our governor said, no, thank you. We don't want free lunches from the federal government. We want our students to be hungry. Because again, these Republican MAGA politicians do not give a shit about people. In fact, I'm sure they all ha and laugh. Oh, people are starving. That just makes our grand plan of only having white rich people around better. It's absolutely abhorrent. And one other little tidbit I found today from the Washington Post. This surprises me zero. A closer look at Trump's apparent struggles to fight off sleep in the Oval Office. A Washington Post analysis of multiple video feeds found that Trump spent nearly 20 minutes apparently battling to keep his eyes open at the Thursday event in the Oval Office. I might remind everybody, this event was Dr. Oz taking a victory lap for the weight loss drug becoming more affordable and linking obesity to dementia. And of course, none other than Kank sitting in the Oval Office dozing off. Back to the article. It was seemingly stark illustration of the strain of the presidency on a 79-year-old who typically keeps a vigorous travel schedule that even his aides say they struggle to keep up with, and who reveled in calling his predecessor Sleepy Joe Biden. And I will just say this, his aides are liars and propagandists. Nobody struggles to keep up with his schedule. He plays golf. He dicks off until the middle of the night, making crazy unhinged posts on live social. He doesn't care about intelligence briefings. Only thing he cares about are his little side projects. Oh, I'm going to paint everything in the Oval Office gold. Oh, I'm going to build a ballroom with my name on it. Oh, I'm going to ask this Washington Commanders to name their new stadium after me, even though I'm so unpopular. I get booed for 2.5 minutes and then I get mad. So I take all my toys and run home. And then this is an article I wanted to make sure everybody sees, because as we know, Trump and his administration are white supremacists to the core. Raw Story is reporting convicted Oath Keeper founder announces militias relaunch to enforce Trump's orders. Again, I'm surprised zero, because white supremacy, racism, bigotry, they all go together under the big tent MAGA party. If you want to feed hungry people, if you want to welcome your neighbor, Trump big tent party, not for you. If you want to be a racist bigot, he's your guy. So it's just another example of how Trump has emboldened criminals. All of the January 6ers pardoned who literally took shits in the Capitol. They're pardoned, but yet we're going to go after our political enemies. It just tells you the rot in this man and in this administration is to the core, so much so that now the white supremacy militias are going to come and help enforce his orders. It's pathetic, it's weak, and I dare say it would only happen under a president that enables and empowers and emboldens racism, bigotry, misogyny, and hate. And I just want to say very quickly to our LGBTQIA plus allies, congratulations. The Supreme Court, who fucks everything up under this administration, has declined to hear a case about gay marriage. So gay marriage for now is safe. So congratulations to you and very best wishes. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and support us by buying our book, Life is the Lazy Susan of Shit Sandwiches, available on audio. And there's a link below in the show notes. And we'll be back with more news.